Shalom, Kolim La Yahweh Bashim El Shai. What's good about honest to GMS, honest to Akim, and peace and bless to all you brothers and sisters that listen. Hopefully, let's Kolim La Yahweh Bashim El Shai. And man, this was a heavy week in the spirit. We had of course, the blood moon, and we had all kind of shit happen this week, from the mass shootings in Milwaukee, of course, the one in Buffalo. Sent that MK Ultra Edomite. And of course, you had also in California as well. And of course, previously we reported on inflation, gas shortage. All right. They also I'm gonna bring an article out on that, man, on the coming blackouts. We also did send up videos on the water shortage, especially out there on the West Coast, man. Also, the over-sexualization of children. See, sexual decadence, man. Teaching kids how to masturbate, this LGBTQIA. And of course, you got the Roe v. Wade protests as well, the abortion. So, man, shit is just happening, man. I mean, Kolim La Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Of course, we got the war brewing over there in Ukraine, which they're also blaming that on the coming food shortages as well. Because most of the fertilizer and grain comes from Eastern Europe, you see. And the dollars also plummeted. Right, that's why everything is going up, man. Because they have to bring forth that great Okay, and of course today, we knew right after this shooting that they was going to come with this foolishness. Because it's a part of the game. It's a psyop, man. It's a psyop, man. We knew this exactly what was going to happen, man. Let me read this first article. It says, Buffalo shooting fuels renewed calls for gun control, social media accountability. The mass shooting at New York supermarket over the weekend dominated Sunday talk shows this week as the tragedy spirit renews cries for gun control and fuel concerns over violent hate crimes in the country. Yes, we know the gunman killed 13 people. They shot 13 people, 11 of the victims were black, right? And they were mainly old women as well. It says, talking about sensible gun control, preventing the next shooting. This was all set up and staged, man. Okay, this is all staged, man. Okay, this we always bring out the order ad KO method that they use, right? But of course, people are going to believe in this nonsense, man. And what they're blaming it on, they said, Hochul said, the governor for New York, how these depraved ideas are fermenting on social media. It's spreading like a virus now. So they're blaming what? Social media, man. And of course, they want to take you Edomites, you gun-hold Edomites, take away your gun rights. Which that's going to cause uprisings, man. Because them Edomites ain't giving up their guns, man. Because they believe that's their God-given right. And let's get the next article. I saw another article I want to bring out to the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim El Shai. There we go here as well. We just talked about the fuel shortage and electricity. Well, WSJ warns, and the WSJ is a Wall Street Journal, by the way. It says Wall Street Journal at WSJ warns rolling blackouts coming to America. Transition to green energy failing. Oh boy. It says the United States continues its transition to cleaner, greener forms of energy, which, I mean, it's too late for that. In 2022, the Most High said he would destroy them who destroyed the earth. The damage has already been done, man. Not only is the earth polluted, people's minds are polluted, man. So no, you're not fit to rule, all right? The scripture calls you the wicked. But it says the electricity grid is becoming increasingly more unreliable. Oh boy. Power grid operators all across the country say they can no longer keep up with demand since wind and solar power are inadequate. Because y'all destroying them. The consequences rolling blackouts during heat waves and other peak usage period. It's about to get crazy out here in America, man. Okay, because not only, like we said, we have a fuel shortage. We also have inflation and food shortage. They also didn't even have baby formulas, man. Okay, they gotta import that from other countries. You're right. And now they telling you straight up and down, it's going to be what? Much like a third world country, America's energy grid no longer has enough capacity to service everyone. So electricity will now have to be cut at certain times to prevent the system from collapsing. Well, as we've been going through, this is a systematic collapse. And let me get this last article before I read a couple of precepts. So, I mean, there's not much to say, man. Prophecy is speaking. The scripture says, I'm going to get in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, but it says, federal, state, local partners to hold major radiological incident exercise in Austin, May 16th to May 20th. More than 30 local, state, and federal agencies will hold a major radiological incident exercise in Austin next week. The Cobalt Magnet 22 exercise by the U.S. Department of Energy National said about to bring a radioactive attack, man. All right. They said, let me just read through the points. They said brings numerous agencies together to ensure preparedness against radiological threats and is the culmination of 18 months of planning. So they're doing it this week. They already started. Taking place at various locations around the city, May 16th to May 20th. The exercise will simulate a radiological attack, enabling response personnel to practice protecting public health and safety. So we know these devils, they're about to bring a dirty bomb attack, right? They always have these drills before they bring the real thing. And like we've been saying, midterm elections coming up. We already got the scoop that they want to bring all-out chaos before the midterm election. And ironically, the next blood moon falls on that exact date. So that can't be by coincidence, man. That's all the spirit. All right. So that's why the scripture says, let me get 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter and Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. Very basic precepts, man. Mainly wanted to report on, current affairs, what's happening. That's what the prophets are supposed to be doing, preparing and warning Israel. As it tells you in Joel the 2nd chapter, we're blowing the trumpet in Zion. That's what we're doing. We're blowing the trumpet. War's coming, death is coming, famine is coming, man. Okay? Power outages is coming, man. More terrorist attacks are coming, domestic attacks. And it's going to bring both more censorship and like we bring in more draconian measures. Okay? That's why, let me get, like I read Habakkuk. Let me read Numbers the 10th chapter. Let's take it back to the law a little bit. It says, Numbers chapter 10, verse 1. And Yahweh Shema shall spake unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver of a whole piece, thou shalt make them, that thou mayst use them for calling of the assembly and for the journey of the camps. Okay? It says, let me jump on down. Let me read on down. When he blow the alarm, then the camps that lie on the east parts shall go forward. Let me stop further up. Verse 3, and when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes which are the heads of the thousands of Israel shall gather themselves unto thee. And when he blow an alarm, then the camps that lie in the east part shall go forward. And when he blow alarm the 2nd time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey, that they shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, he shall blow, but he shall not sound an alarm. Right? But right now we're sounding the alarm. We're sounding the alarm, man. All right? In verse 9, and if he go to warn your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then he shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and he shall be remembered before Yahweh shall your power, and he shall be saved from your enemies, man. And we're blowing the alarm right now to prepare our people. Spiritually get ready, man. Spiritually prepare your mind, man. Equip yourself. The scripture says to be vigilant, right? The scripture also says to be circumspect because the days are evil. Okay, we need to prep ourselves, man, because everything is about to change, man. We're about to be villainized, and a lot of comforts that we enjoy day to day, we're going to lose access to all of that. This is the straight road to salvation. This is the straight gate. This is the straight gate, man. And look, just reading that article, that radioactive bomb, dirty bomb. We know they're gonna bring that too, because we're going on all these domestic terrorist attacks, and that's gonna be worse than 9/11. And this place is gonna be in a straight up pandemonium, panic, and there's gonna be more bodies, man. All right, but our people, 2/3 of our people, they not gonna understand. Y'all gonna get caught up in the judgment. But that's what the scripture says this. I'm gonna read a couple of precepts. I'm gonna close this out. 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter. Just wanted to report briefly what's currently going on. 2 Ezra 9, he said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I told thee before, then thou shalt understand that is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's the time period we're in right now. The Most High is visiting the planet Earth. And who is he using right now? He's using the Assyrian, the rod of his anger. Okay? He's blessed with the sword. Did not the scripture say, let's get Revelation the 6th chapter, man. You're going to see this devil, man. He's like, oh, Joe Biden said some bullshit speech. Oh, they killed black people, this and that. When they sent them, they sent the ops, man. Okay? Took you Jakes out, man. I've seen the video, some discrepancy with it, but let's say, took them out, man. All right? And there's going to be more, man. You see? But that scripture says, Revelation the 6th chapter. And yes, this is Aisha. Okay? We read Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out from another horse that was red, Aisha, and power was given to him that sat thereupon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. But we see that he was blessed with that in Genesis the 27th chapter. By the sword thou shalt live. So he only knows violence. That's the only language he learns. There will be no peace, man, until the Prince of Peace come, Yahweh Shai, and put him down, man. Okay? In the War of Wars, this WW3, after that, Aisha is going down. Because the scripture says about this man, when you read Psalms 36, okay, so this was a device that he used, this whole shootings that just happened, man. Now he coming with this the legislation. See, Psalms 36 verse 4, he said, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil, man. Okay, yet he doesn't abhor evil. He is evil. He's the wicked. And the scripture say he deviseth mischief upon his bed. Like we just read about this whole, this radioactive attack. They've been working on that for 18 months. This been in the works. Now they bringing it to pass, man. You see? But us, on the other hand, we just getting ourselves ready, prepping spiritually. Scripture says to wait upon the Lord, man. Let me get that Psalms 27. Matter of fact, let me get Psalms 37. It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. So we don't get caught up in all that, man. Right? Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil or to avenge yourself. Leave it to the Lord. All right? It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh B'Shem El Shah, they shall inherit the earth. And we're about to inherit the earth as well as the universe. All right? This man, he's in his last hour, literally. Okay? This is his last hour. But he's not going to go out without a fight. Now, he's not going to willingly hand over the kingdom, man. He's going to use all his devices at his disposal, man. And his main device is to go after the saints. As it says in Revelation, the 12th chapter, those that keep the commandments. Ultimately, he wants to come after us, man. And a lot of blame he's going to direct it to us, just like you had the subway shooting. Read a guy named Eric James where the case is, which nobody died, because that was another psyop, man. And indirectly, they kind of got at us, man. He's radical, black Jesus, get on the small hats, this, that, and the third. He's a conspiracy theorist. Same thing with this white shooter. He was a conspiracy theorist. And we also fall in that category as well, because we speak out against the government, man. And it proves that this truth is burning them, because why they got to come with all kind of bullshit and make all these rules, man? The scripture says unrighteous decrees. America prides itself for freedom of speech. Supposedly. This whole pandemic exposed that, man. If you had a difference of opinion, you were demonized, man. So ultimately, man, like this lesson is going into the systematic collapse. The writing is on the wall, man. Okay? That's why the scripture says, I'm going to close out the scripture right here. Okay? Call him like how about Shanel Shah? This is it, man. That scripture says, Revelation 18, verse 4. And literally, how Shah is calling us out. He's going to literally do that. But spiritually, he said, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of from my people, that he be not partakers of his sins, and he receive not of her plagues. Everything that we described in this lesson to the power of Yahweh Shem Shah, these are the plagues and pestilences that's coming upon the earth that the Lord said would happen in Matthew the 24th chapter, Luke 21, Mark 15. They're various scriptures, man. This is what he said will come to pass. And we just had that blood moon. Right? These are omens, man. Okay? Ominous signs, warnings to get right. And like the Lord said, to come up out of her, man. This place is done. So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Loim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Shalom.